welcome back to the channel. The Omi breakout has officially begun. We gave the calls when price was at a low, you ignored, and now the official breakout has started. And the question you're all wondering, I know, can we still hit $1 in the next bull cycle? Well, let's talk about all of it in this video. But before I get started, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, click the bell notification icon so you can stay up to date with all my recent videos. Remember, guys, nothing that you've seen in this video is financial advice. So always make sure to do your own independent research. And with that being said, pause the video, click the link in my description, and join the Telegram group so you can stay up to date with all my recent updates, news updates, technical updates, and much, much more. Don't forget to join our free newsletter below. Now, firstly, let's talk about Omi. Up over 9% so far for the day, and in a sea of red, we have one that is green, and it's actually climbed the ranks once again. It's now 11th in terms of market cap value at $236 million, and we can expect this trend to continue. Now, before we get into it, there's one thing that we must note. Omi is going up despite the overall market either going down or remaining stagnant, which means if you have Omi in your portfolio, it's proven to be a solid counter gem, right? So it's decorrelated essentially from the broader cryptocurrency market, which is what we like to see. And obviously take that with a pinch of salt, because obviously the entire market is correlated in a sense, but we can see that Omi does have a mind of its own at the moment. When it moves, it moves. Now let's talk about what happens next. So a lot of people are still wondering about the $1 price. Are we going to hit $1 now? Is it time for us to now start moving to the $1 mark? And I just want to take a step back, and I want to remind you all, right? How did we get here in the first place? Do not make the same mistakes that you did in 2021. What does that mean? That means focusing on the moon before you're even in a rocket ship, right? There's no point of having binoculars, looking from out your windows in your, your computer chair, looking at the moon with the binoculars and saying, or telescope for that matter, and saying, wow, one day I'm going to get there. No, the first step is walking outside of your house. The second step is going to, obviously this is just an, analogy, right? It's not actually, you're not actually going to do this, right? But yeah, and then you go to a spaceship, you get inside the spaceship, you make sure there's fuel for the spaceship, and then you take off, you get into the sky, and then you head to the moon. It's a step. You don't just, sit back and say moon, moon, moon without doing the steps required to get there. And that's why I want everybody to understand the opportunity that we have in front of us right now is one of the biggest, especially before the next bull cycle. So what I would personally be doing now, already what we're doing in Crypto Group Premium, is we're laying out the framework. Like I said before, this is the accumulation zone, right? And again, we do have specific targets where we will be looking to shave off some profits once we do hit that. And I think we will do based off hype alone. And this is why I say, if you're someone that's been through this journey through thick and thin, you have an Omi bag, or you're somebody that's watching from the sidelines, do the right thing. Get access to our Omi bull market strategy right this second. That's our Omi bull cycle strategy that is available right now in the Crypto Crew Premium channel. You'll get what we're doing now, where we expect the market to go next, our two areas that we're going to look at taking some profit at, the percentages that we're looking to shave off at, and obviously what happens in the next bull cycle. If you don't have a game plan, you're going to lose. I have to be completely transparent with all of you. And for making it this far in the Omi journey, in the veve journey, I just want you all to win. And the only way you're going to do that is by having a game plan. It's not enough to just sit on your hands and wait for $1 or wait for this price or wait for that price. It's not how it works. And just to conclude as well, one thing that is very important to note. A lot of people, they message me all the time. I've got 10 million Omi. I've got this much Omi. I have, 1 million Omi. I've got this much Omi. But it doesn't make any sense. So you're willing to just plow loads of money in the market, but you're not willing to invest in your own education. You're not willing to invest so you can actually set up for actual success. It makes zero sense. And like I said, do the right thing this bull cycle, get prepared, get strategized, and there's a strategy you could use, and again, we mentioned it in the group, where you can eliminate your entire downside bag. So for example, if you entered at these highs, for example, let's say you entered at an all-time high on Omi, so you entered maybe at this area or maybe even at all-time highs, there's a strategy you could use right now to basically wipe out or decrease that loss quite fast, right? Again, all available in Crypto Group Premium. This is super exciting stuff. In the next video, we're going to talk a bit about why Omi is pumping now, and we'll also talk about Omi utility. I think it's time to finally discuss that. But remember, guys, can Omi hit $1 the next bull cycle? It's completely irrelevant for now. All you need to figure out is how you scale, how you position yourself for success in the next bull cycle, key areas to take profit at, key areas to accumulate, and what happens next. Until the next update sees the day. Until then.